My father, I long for the day when I will see you again.
My son, every day for 7 years I've had to accept I will never see you again.
I've spent 7 years reliving the events that followed my promotion to specialist in the United States Army.
I was so afraid for you the year the Americans took over our homeland.
The best part of my duty was writing to you, telling you that I would be in charge of guarding a prison in Baghdad.
The government wouldn't tell me at first where they had taken you, so I pretended you would return. But I knew you had been captured by the Americans. Still, I prayed I would see you again. But when they put you in that prison...
Walked into that prison, I stopped being your son.
You stopped being my son.
I became a monster.
You became a martyr. A rapist, they called you, a killer, anything to get the soldiers to beat secrets from you. Manadel, you didn't have any secrets. You were just a child.
I was a child. That whole prison was full of sons and daughters, but we didn't see them that way. They were heaped, bodies smeared with shit. We were taught to be machines. They told us, we are your fathers now. You listen to us now. And we listened.
I took your picture with me everywhere I went. I begged every general, every guard to look for you, to find you, to return you to me.
A month before I entered Abu Grahib, a mortar hit my camp. I ran to the body of my best friend burning and bleeding, brains leaking from his skull. He died in my hands.
When I went to that prison, I showed them your picture and said, look at my son. He is just 17 years old, a student, the only family I have since my husband and daughter died when our mosque was bombed. Haven't I lost enough? And they laughed at me. As I shook before them, they laughed at me.
When I told the commanding officers about the nightmares and the flashbacks, they laughed at me. They said, use this. Every one of your prisoners did this to you, so treat them like it. And I did. That night, I lifted him to the hook. I tied his wrists behind his back. I didn't even know his name.
Manadel, when they gave me your body, your hands were still tied behind you. Beneath the lacerations, I could barely recognize you. When I washed your body, I had to scrub the blood from your wrists.
And now my government will pretend that locking me up washes the blood from their hands. That one busted prison out of hundreds somehow erases the truth of how war works.
After we buried you, I ran from the cemetery and screamed, I should have stopped them from taking you. I should have known how war works.
We pick an enemy.
We pick an enemy.
Target them at all costs.
And target them at all
costs.
costs.
The cost was my humanity.
The cost was your life.
Even when they released me from this federal prison, I will never forget what I saw, what I did, what I became. I will never get to tell that boy I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
For letting myself into a system.
For not protecting you from a system.
That makes us forget that
we are all someone's children.